Hello garden lovers, it's me, Amy from Be Healthy Enough Incognito here in my garden, and today I'm going to dive into how you can keep gardening without those darn aches and pains. Many of you, like Debbie from our community, love gardening but struggle with the aftermath of that low back pain. We just finished up Pelvic Strength Month in the Be Healthy Enough community, and I was jumping for joy when Debbie told me that last spring her love of gardening caused her low back to go out and cause a ton of pain in her body. That is not why I was jumping for joy. I was jumping for joy because this year, after she focused on her core, all those strengthening exercises we were doing, she's not only back to her garden, but thriving pain-free. If you want to enjoy your gardening and have a flourishing backyard without the backache, stay tuned as I walk you through some simple exercises designed just for you. Let's strengthen our glutes and hamstrings to make bending over safer. It's all about the hip hinge. This move targets the muscles you use to lift and bend, great for picking up things like weeds without the strain. Put one foot forward, the other foot is your kickstand. You can bend your knees slightly. Abs pulled in, shoulders back and down. Now lean forward as if you're pushing your hips back towards the wall behind you, if there was a wall behind you. Go nice and slow and feel the hamstrings work and the glutes. Pause for a sec and then focus on those muscles as you lift up. Do about 10 to 12 on each side. Practice this before gardening to keep your back happy and healthy. Now let's tackle the ab muscles, which are critical to protect your low back for things like raking and sweeping. Head down to your mat for the dead bug, making sure you're pushing your low back down and keeping your pelvis completely still. Extend one leg out and the opposite arm back, slowly and gently, reaching as far away from each other as you can. Keeping that core engaged, bring the knee back in and switch to the opposite side. Strengthen your core to make gardening a breeze. The last and final move to get you garden ready is the squat. Learning to squat properly and using this move to build up your lower half is helpful for everything, not just gardening. Plus, it's a great way to learn how to pick up something heavy with your legs as opposed to using that delicate low back. Standing tall, shoulders back and down, abs slightly engaged, feet about hip width apart. Weight is in your heels. Push those glutes back as if you're going to sit in a chair and squat down as low as your body wants to go. Engage those glutes as you come up. The squat isn't just a gym exercise, it's your garden's best friend. Now, let's do a quick review of some gardening techniques to keep that pain away. Use raised beds and containers. By elevating the garden space, you can reduce the need to bend and kneel, which puts less strain on your back, hips, and knees. Raised beds can be built or bought at a height that allows you to sit on a stool or stand comfortably while gardening. It's also important to choose the right tools. Ergonomically designed tools can make a big difference. Look for tools with padded handles and spring action features that reduce the effort needed to cut or dig. Long-handled tools help you reach further without bending or stretching too much. And lastly, pace yourself. Set a timer to remind you to take frequent breaks. Switch between tasks that use different muscle groups to avoid overusing one part of your body. When it comes to gardening, your core is crucial for maintaining balance and reducing the risk of injury. Here are some ways to engage your core while you work. Lifting. Always bend at the knees, not the waist, when lifting something heavy like a bag of soil. Engage your core muscles by pulling your belly button towards your spine. This stabilization protects your lower back as you lift. Bending. When you need to bend down, remember your hip hinge. Engage your core and keep your back straight and bend from your hips, not through your low back. Using long-handed tools. When using a rake, a hoe, or a broom, keep your posture upright and use your arms and shoulders while keeping your abs engaged to protect your low back. Reaching and pulling. Whether you're pruning branches or picking lemons, keep your core engaged and your spine in a neutral position. Avoid overreaching by moving your body closer to your work area rather than stretching your arms too far away, or grab that needed tool.
That is it. Don't forget to download the Stronger Core, Stronger You, a guide for women over 50 ebook for much more details on what your core is, beginner exercises, 3 sample workout plans, and more. Or better yet, join my Elevate Your Core Challenge for a more personalized workout experience. Oh, and please leave a comment with any questions, or if this helps, give me a thumbs up so I know to create more. And don't forget to subscribe. Happy gardening!